Hi everyone! In this video I am very excited to show you the items from Pat McGrath's permanent makeup collection. We've seen some sprinkling here and there from Pat McGrath before, but this is going to be from the core collection, which is available through Sephora. I will put a link in the description box to where you can find it if you're interested in buying any of these items. And in the description box, as always, there will be also a link to the blog sale and to photos of the swatches and the items that I will show you in this video, as well as a written review. Alright, please make sure you go check out the previous videos, including the giveaway for ColourPop's My Little Pony palette. And without further ado, let's get looking at the beautiful items from Pat McGrath's new core makeup collection. So first I want to go through the eyeshadow palettes, of which there are 3 total, and they retail for $125 each. So it should be no surprise, everything in this collection is very expensive. But I want to first look at the packaging. It is beautiful, very high-end and artsy. Each eyeshadow palette comes in a package like this that you sort of unwrap. They open up and each palette is inside. Here's sort of the imagery on this specific palette, which is going to be the Sublime palette. Alright, and here is what the palette itself looks like. It is very heavy and has very high quality materials, but as you can see, I've tried to wipe off the surface because it seemed like there was dust, and immediately these streaks happened and I couldn't wipe them off. So it's going to be difficult packaging to keep pristine. Here is the logo that is on the front here. This is what the back of the palette looks like. And this is a very interesting engraving in the back. It says, "Mothership used without caution, shade throwing, and eye ecstasy may result with prolonged use." Alright, and opening up the Sublime palette, you do get a almost full-length and sized mirror inside. There's a total of 10 shades. I will swatch them by row from left to right and over eyeshadow primer. Oh, and I almost forgot, there is also a card inside that box that has the names of each of the shades in the palette. First up is Skin Show Glow, which is a champagne pink pearl. Copper Toned, which is a soft reddish brown. Iconic, which is a neutral bronzed gold or golden bronze. Bronze 005. This is a metallic, it says warm brown, but this seems like a very rich bronzy gold to me, and does seem like the kind of shade you'd probably try foiling, or if you use dry in a patting motion. And VR Nectar is a peachy pink with gold pearl. Ooh, that shade is beautiful. Doesn't require as much padding as this shade does. Alright, there's the top row of shades in the Sublime palette. In the bottom row we have Extreme Black, which is a matte black. Dark, which is a rich brown, matte too. Rose Dusk, which is a soft reddish mauve. Blitz Emerald, which is a blackened green. It says with lilac pearl. I'm not sure that I see quite lilac in there. Seems like a black base with really rich emerald pearl. And Astral Ghost Orchid, which is a white iridescent with pink shimmer. Alright, and there is your second and bottom row of shades from the Sublime palette. Alright, the second palette is the Subversive palette, and I don't think I told you, these are actually called the Mothership eyeshadow palettes, which I think is very cheeky. So again, this opens up like this, and these are the 10 shades in the Subversive palette. Here's a close-up look at them. Seems to be pretty much the same format and almost the same division of finishes. So first up we have Skin Show Fever, which is a champagne gold pearl. Night Creature, which is a deep magenta. It's a metallic deep magenta. Deep Shade, which is a deep warm brown matte finish. Gigabyte, which is an antiqued green gold. Beautiful color and finish on this one. And VR Pink, which is a peachy pink with gold pearl. Alright, there is the top row from the Subversive palette. Extreme Black is a matte black. Lazarus is a warm pinky brown. Black Metal is a gunmetal black with silver pearl. First layer was very patchy, so I'm going back in with some more product, and I'm going to apply it in a dabbing motion. Blitz Amethyst. Oh god, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's a deep purple with blue pearl. And Astral Ghost Orchid, white iridescent with pink flash. Okay, so there is row 2 from the Subversive palette. And third, we have the Subliminal palette. Here are the 10 shades in the Subliminal palette, and here are the colors that I will swatch for you by row up close. First is Skin Show Nude, which is a champagne platinum. Depth, which is a matte ash brown. Ultimate Taupe, which is a soft beige brown. Pale Gold 002, which is a cool platinum gold. And VR Violet, which is a pinky violet duochrome. Alright, up close, row 1 from the Subliminal palette. Extreme Black again, which is a matte black. Lilac Dust, which is a muted lavender. Substance, which is a cool beige brown. Blitz Blue, which is a vivid sapphire. And Astral White, which is a white with a blue flash. Alright, the Subliminal palettes, row 2 of eyeshadows. Moving on to the other huge part of the collection, which are the lipsticks. Now, the shades are divided up into 2 different kinds of finishes, the Matte Trance lipsticks and the Luxe Trance lipsticks. And all the lipsticks cost $38 each. There are a ton of shades in each range. There is a selection of 4 of the shades from each category that I will show you here. All right, and once again, you have these stunning boxes that you unwrap and unravel. And we have probably the ingredients inside and the iconic Pat McGrath lipstick tube, which has the lips on the outside of the compact. All right, starting with the Luxe Trance shades, this is Madame Grage, Sextrology, Sedition, and Wrecked. And in the Matte Trance shades, we start with Omi, Obsessed, Elson, and McMenemy. Alright, so we start with Madame Grage, which is a violet-based beige. Sextrology, which is a neutral pink. Sedition, which is a classic red. And Wrecked, which is a true berry. For the matte shades, we have Omi, which is a mid-toned rose. Obsessed, which is a bright orange red. Elson is a blue-toned red. And McMenemy is a deep burgundy. Alright, on your left you have the 4 Luxe Trance shades. They have a very slight sheen to them. And then the Matte Trance shades, which have a fairly matte finish. The tubes are extremely interesting because they look kind of like clay powder in the tube. Alright, so there you have the main part of the Pat McGrath makeup collection. Now there are some eye pencils and some lip pencils, but I chose to focus on the shadow palettes and the lipsticks. So starting with the eyeshadow palettes, do I think that they are worth $125 each with 10 shades in them? No, I don't. I think that's a pretty easy answer. But the thing is that some of those duochrome metallic shades are out of this world, like nothing that I have seen, even with these stunning shades in some recent palettes like the Huda Beauty palette. I think it's the Desert Dusk palette. The ones in the Pat McGrath Labs palettes are steps above those, even the highest quality ones that I've ever come across, I think. But on the other hand, you know, the other formulations for the other shades, especially the matte shades, are not bad at all. But do I think that they are worth that amount of money? I don't. I really wish that we could get some of those duochrome shades in single pans. I would definitely jump at the chance to buy some of them individually. But I don't think that it's worth that amount of money, at least for me. Now, of course, people who are makeup collectors and true lovers of this high quality luxury type of a selection is going to want to jump on these items. When it comes to the lipsticks, again, very expensive, but a little less definitive in terms of saying, no, they're not worth it. I truly think that these are probably the highest quality lipsticks that I've come across in terms of the absolute out of this world intensity of the lipsticks, regardless of which class of finishes you choose from. I really haven't seen anything quite the level as these lipsticks are. So, you know, $38 is a lot for a single lipstick, but at least you can individually invest in, say, your favorite shade instead of dishing out a whole $125 for a palette where you may really absolutely love 1, 2, or 3 of the colors, but the other ones you could live without. So those are my thoughts on the items. Please share with me what you think in the comment section below. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.